Hello guys, welcome to agriculture tutorials. Today I am discussing about genetics, the study of the way in which genes operate and transmit from parents to offspring is called genetics. Who coined the term genetics? The genetics, the term coined by Bateson 1905. You remember 1905, Lord Curzon divided the Bengal like that in genetics also. Genetics term evolved in 1905 year. Please remember historical year related with genetics. Then in life you doesn't forget this genetics term. Next, father of modern genetics is Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel was born in Austria 18th July 22 July 1922. Gregor John Mendel 22nd July 1822. He was born in Austria. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. Who discovered cell? Robert Hooke discovered cell in 1665. Cell theory was given by Sheldon and Swan 1939. Protoplasm is the physical basis of life. How many kind of cells are found in living world? Two cells, eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eukaryotic cells are present in plant cells. Prokaryotic cells are present in bacteria and archaea species. Which cell organelle is found in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells? Ribosomes. Ribosomes helps in synthesis of protein. Cells without cell wall is protoplast. Cell In cell, the controlling center is nucleus. Nucleus is acts as cell brain. Nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. Cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. Nucleus discovered by Robert Brown. Very much important bits in the genetics point of view. Very basic questions. Powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria. It stores the energy, so it is called as powerhouse of the cell. It helps in the formation of synthesis of ATP. Mitochondria. Who discovered mitochondria? Kolliker. Kolliker discovered mitochondria, but the term coined by mitochondria is Benda. The term endoplasmic reticulum was coined by R.H. Porter coined endoplasmic reticulum. The engine of the cell is called ribosome. Rough endoplasmic reticulum associated with ribosome. Main site of protein synthesis is ribosome. 70S type of ribosome found in mitochondria. Prokaryotic organism which does not contain mitochondria is bacteria. The term lysosome was first used by Christian D. Dewey. Lysosomes are the suicidal bags of the cell. Vacuole is the storage house of the cell. Lysosome is the suicidal bag of cell. This topic is very most important for AO, AEO and all other competitive ARS net who are preparing for plant sciences, because this topic I am dealing about cell organelles. The cell organelles is very basic, informative, direct questions are there in cell organelles. Who discovered, which type of cell organelle, who coined the term, and what the function of the cell organelle is very competitive questions, frequently asking in every mm, competitive examinations. So please remember this type of questions. Functions and scientists coined the term of cells and their main functions. The main function of Golgi complex body is packaging and transport of food materials. The cell organelle is the dustbin of the cell is vacuole, also called as storage house of the cell is called vacuole. Which organelle of cell is non-living? Cell wall is the non-living cell organelle. The material contained in vacuole is cell sap. The material contained in vacuole is cell sap. Very most important. The material contained in vacuole is cell sap. Self-replicating extra chromosomal genetic material found in plant cell is plastids. Plastids are the self-replicating extra chromosomal genetic material found in plant cells. Plastids were introduced by Paul Lederberg. Paul Lederberg plastids introduced which cell organelle found in plants? Plastids spirosomes. Which plastid of cell is responsible for photosynthesis in plants? Photosynthesis occurs in chloroplast. Photosynthesis occurs in chloroplast. Light reaction takes place in grana. Dark reaction takes place in stroma. Light reaction occurs in grana of chloroplast. Dark reaction occurs in stroma of chloroplast. Which plastid of cell responsible for color in plants? Chromoplast. Chromoplastic nothing but it is responsible for different colors. Chromo means color. In soil science also chroma means value or brightness of soil. Value darkness or lightness of soil color is called chroma. It is also very most important bit in soil science. U, chroma, value. These three types of Munson soil color is very most important in soil science in competitive exams. Which plastids of cell is responsible for storage of starch and fat in plants? Leucoplast. Leucoplasts are helpful for storage of starch and fat in plants. Name of the leucoplast which functions as the storage of oil. Oil storage cell organelle is lipoplast. Lipo means oil storage. Lymphocytes in human body stores fat. White blood cells are helpful for antibodies against antibodies. Thread-like bodies carry genes called chromosome. Thread-like body carry genes called chromosome. Red blood cells life cycle is 120 days. In this not there the red blood cells, but I am explaining because it is important. Red blood cells life cycle is 120 days. Who discovered the chromosome? Starsberger. Who coined the term chromosome? Waldier. Chromosomal theory of inheritance, Sutton and Boveri. Fundamental unit of chromosome is chromatin. Which part of chromosome is known as primary construction? Centromere. Primary construction of chromosome is centromere. Major genetic constituent of chromosome DNA. I am uh, telling this topic because all members are confused about genetics point of view. They prepare depth of genetics knowledge, but there is no need of depth in genetics. In genetics, nothing but terminology, functions, and the kind term and scientists need to be remember. That's enough for all competitive exams everywhere in ICR, JRF, and SRF, and all competitive exams. The question paper setter will think about the contribution towards the cell organelle by the scientist and the function of the cell organelle. That is the main intention of the genetics way of preparing the questions. All members are prepare in depth and they do time waste in the genetics topic. So I am saying genetics is very easy subject to remember and very easy to score more marks. So please remember these questions only. Simply you can crack mm, every exam you crack 4 to 5 questions from this video. Jai Hind. Just listen. Mitosis was coined by Fleming. Meiosis by Farmer. Farmer. In mitosis, how many daughter cells are formed in one cycle? 2. In meiosis, 4 daughter cells are formed from meiosis. Mitosis occurs in somatic cells. Longest phase of mitosis prophase. Shortest phase of mitosis is anaphase. These two type of questions are very frequently asked in several state agriculture university exams. Longest phase of mitosis prophase, shortest phase of mitosis anaphase. Please be remember the middle stage of in which chromosomes are arranged in equatorial plate is metaphase. The stage of DNA synthesis in mitosis is interphase. DNA synthesis occurs in interphase is very most important in genetics point of view. The stage in which DNA synthesis occurs is interphase. Interphase S1 phase. S phase. How many daughter cells are formed in one cell of meiosis? 4. In mitosis is 2. Meiosis term first given by J.B. Farmer, 1905. Exact genetics also coined the term in the year 1905. Meiosis also term coined in the year 1905. In which cells does the meiosis occur? Reproductive cells. Mitosis occurs in somatic cells. Meiosis occurs in reproductive cells. Crossing over and recombination occurs during meiosis division. Crossing over takes place in Pachydian stage. Chiasmata occurs in diplotin stage. Spindle formation takes place during metaphase 1. Spindle formation takes place in metaphase 1. The process of separation of chromatids is called disjunction. Mendel was born on July 22, 1822. July 22, 1822. Year. Mendel works on 7 contrasting characters on garden pea. Linkage concept mainly deals with sweet pea. Mendel concept mainly deal with garden pea. Garden pea Pisum sativum. Rediscovery of Mendel's work was done by Hugo de Vries, Correns Tishmarch. This is very most important in earlier frequently asked question in state agriculture university exams. Rediscovery of Mendel's work was done by Hugo de Vries, Correns Tishmarch. The accepted theory of Mendel was law of segregation. Mendelian population, also known as random mating population. Double helix model of DNA proposed by Watson and Crick. A tall pea plant DD capital D and a tall pea plant capital D small d. Common is phenotype. The process of using information from DNA to construct mRNA is transcription. The transfer of genetic material from mRNA to protein is translation. An expression of one gene depends upon the presence or absence of another gene is called epistaticity or gene interaction. Epistaticity is also called as gene interaction. Phenotypic ratio of monocross hybrid is 3:1. Phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1. Triplet sequence in tRNA is anticodon. 5 inbit lines will lead to 10 number of single crosses. The term genomics was coined by Thomas Roderick, 1986. In 1986, Environmental Protection Act also came into existence. Genomics also came into existence in 1986 by Thomas Roderick, who developed the concept of pangenesis. Charles Darwin concept given by concept of pangenesis given by Darwin. Darwin told that theory of evolution by natural selection, and Darwin and A.R. Wallace, Who developed the theory of acquired character? Lamarck. Acquired character developed theory by Lamarck. Chromosomal theory of heredity was proposed by Sutton, 1902. Genes for sex-linked traits are located on. Very most important. I am expecting this bit for AO examination for this year. Genes for sex-linked traits are located on Y chromosome. Genes for sex-linked traits are located on Y chromosome. Genes for sex-linked traits are located on Y chromosome. How many pairs of homologous chromosomes does women have? 23 pairs. That double number is 46. 23 pairs. Total 46. Anyway, in this video we discussed about the term genetics coined by Bateson and genomics coined by Thomson Roderick, and Mendelian genetics, also called as random mating population and natural selection by Darwin, and all the cell organelles coined by different scientists, and functions of different cell organelles. Cell organelles are also called as is most important for genetics point of view. Please remember this all. This this is enough for genetics. Don't time waste in the genetics for competitive exams, because they will ask only father of modern genetics like that Cricket John Mendel, and that simple questions asked by genetics terminology. They will ask more questions in plant breeding concepts, because AO require what is the methodology of plant breeding to develop improved varieties. So they will concentrate on plant breeding only, not on genetics. So please remember, plant breeding, BD Singh and Pundan Singh is elements of genetics. BD Singh is plant breeding methods. You read BD Singh book for further knowledge about plant breeding. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanking you friends. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.